Let's face it, there's something magnetic about a confident older woman. And no, it's not about chasing youth or trying to outshine someone half your age. It's about owning who you are and doing a few specific things that men, especially emotionally mature ones, can't stop thinking about. In this video, we're breaking down 4 things older women do that absolutely drive men wild. These aren't guesses. These are patterns backed by research, case studies, and real-world examples. So, if you're done with games and ready to understand what really pulls a man in, stick around because these 4 actions, they're game changers. Let's start with the problem. Modern dating advice often focuses on younger people. How to get a text back, how to look hotter, how to play it cool. But for older women, the game is totally different. You've had life experience. You've probably been in long-term relationships. You know what you want and, more importantly, what you don't want. But here's the catch. Despite all that, many older women still fall into patterns that make them invisible to the kind of men they actually want. Why? Because no one told them that what truly captivates a man isn't always about looks or youth. It's about specific behaviors, simple, powerful things that hit a man's brain and make him go, "Wow, I can't stop thinking about her." According to a 2021 Pew Research Center survey, more than 57% of single men over 40 reported feeling disconnected in modern dating. But the same group also said that when they met a woman who stood out, they couldn't stop thinking about her, even if she wasn't their usual type. The real challenge, becoming that kind of unforgettable woman without changing who you are. Now, let's agitate that problem a bit more. You might think, I'm confident, I take care of myself, I have good conversations, so why do I still feel overlooked? Here's the truth. Many older women unintentionally dim their light. They overthink their appearance, overanalyze text messages, or shrink their needs to not come on too strong. But doing that actually makes you forgettable, not fascinating. And that's frustrating because you're not asking for much. You just want to be seen, respected, and remembered, not ghosted, not taken for granted, and definitely not treated like you're past your prime. Here's where the shift happens. The minute you stop playing by rules that don't apply to you and instead lean into these 4 specific things, everything changes. Men notice, they remember, and they keep coming back. Let's break down those 4 things. The 4 things that drive men crazy. Number 1. Speaking with direct, calm confidence. When an older woman speaks her mind without over-explaining, it sends a message. She's secure in her identity. She doesn't need validation. She's offering connection. This doesn't mean being loud or aggressive. It means being clear, saying, "I'm not into texting games," or "I don't do casual flings," without flinching. In a Stanford University behavioral study, men were more likely to report strong attraction toward women who spoke with what researchers called non-performative confidence, a calm certainty that didn't rely on approval. And here's the kicker. This type of communication lights up the reward center of a man's brain. It signals safety, strength, and sincerity. That's rare, and it's magnetic. Real-world example. Lisa, 48, went on a few dates with a guy who kept flaking. Instead of stewing, she sent one simple text. "You seem like a great guy, but consistency matters to me. If this isn't a fit, no hard feelings." He called her the next day to apologize and actually stepped up. Why? Because she communicated clearly. No drama, just standards. Number 2. Maintaining her own life and letting him into it slowly. Men are fascinated by women who don't drop everything for them. Not because they want to chase, but because it shows she values her time and that her world doesn't revolve around them. Older women who keep their hobbies, social life, routines and passions, even when dating, naturally command respect. They become the bonus, not someone begging for space in his world. A long-term study from the University of Michigan followed over 700 couples for 10 years and found that men in committed relationships reported the highest levels of attraction and satisfaction when their partners had independent interests. In other words, being busy with your own life isn't a threat, it's a turn-on. Real-world example: Michelle, 52, had a full calendar. Yoga on Wednesdays, weekend hikes, book club once a month. When she met Adam, she didn't cancel her schedule to squeeze him in. Instead, she said, "I'd love to see you Friday after my class." He admired that and made her a priority because she wasn't waiting around. Number 3, flirting without pressure. Flirting isn't dead, and older women who master this without making it about expectation or performance, they're unforgettable. Men go crazy when a woman knows how to make eye contact, give a sincere compliment, or tease playfully without crossing into neediness. According to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, flirtation that is light, respectful, and responsive increases attraction in both short-term and long-term relationships. Older women often nail this because they're not doing it to impress, they're doing it to connect. This kind of low-pressure, playful energy is like oxygen to a man who's used to conversations feeling either too intense or completely surface level. Real-world example: Tanya, 55, had a go-to line when a man asked what she did for a living. "I keep people curious. I'll tell you more if you make it to date number 2. Delivered with a smile, it sparked intrigue without coming across as coy. That's the magic. Number 4, expressing healthy standards without apology. Here's the truth: men respect what you require, not what you request. Older women who clearly express what they will and won't accept, without shaming, begging, or explaining, create a kind of mental imprint. A man knows exactly what level he has to rise to. This doesn't mean making demands. It means knowing your boundaries and being comfortable walking away when they're not respected. A 2019 case study from the Gottman Institute showed that relationships where women communicated their standards early on were 40% more likely to lead to lasting commitment. Real-world example: Sandra, 49, once told a man on the second date, "I'm not into situationships. I date with intention. I'm not in a rush, but I don't entertain confusion." He later said that sentence stuck with him for months because it made her unforgettable. Tie it together. So, here's the deal. You don't have to be younger. You don't have to play games. You don't have to guess what men want. You just have to do these 4 things. Speak with calm, direct confidence. Keep your life full and invite him in gradually. Flirt playfully without pressure. Hold your standards with quiet strength. That combination, it drives men crazy in the best way. Not because you're trying to win them, but because you're showing up fully as you. No filters, no chase, just the real deal. And in a world full of noise, that's what makes an older woman unforgettable. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment below sharing which of these 4 things you already do, and subscribe for more no-fluff insights into dating, relationships, and self-worth at any age. And remember, being attractive has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with presence, self-awareness, and how you show up. Men feel it, and they don't forget it.